are going live. What's up? Welcome to the lounge. I think we're live and we're going to bring in the man, the myth.
The legend.
Well, you are a legend. That's
okay. All right.
Hi, Brad.
Hello. How are you?
Good. I'm so happy you're here. This is our first Wednesday of the month Podcasters Lounge live stream. And the eldest bro is here in the comments. What's up, eldest? Good to see you, man. From Twitch. I mean, he's watching on Twitch. He doesn't work for Twitch.
He doesn't work for Twitch, no.
I mean, as far as we know. So it's a very special lounge. By the way, I just want to, real quick, welcome you to the lounge. And, of course, we have our Facebook group. So make sure you're in the Facebook group. Holy cow, Michael the sound guy's here. Dude, Michael Helms in the lounge? Oh, my God. Dude, we've been live for like 40 seconds, and this is an epic lounge already.
It is. Look at this.
Look at this.
Like
Patrick
blown up
Keller. Live stream universe. Of course, Ross Brand. Oh, yeah. This is a very special lounge. We're actually going to have a celebrity, as far as you know. A celebrity.
I thought I was the celebrity.
Actually, Brad, you don't know about what we're going to do. I'm going to keep you in the dark, too.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Hey, Heather's here as well. Hi, Heather from New Zealand. Heather Welch, Sunshine and Power Cuts. Is everyone subscribed to Sunshine and Power Cuts? I
am.
Okay. Just making sure. I knew you were, actually. American Liberty's here. Dude, buddy. Oh, man. This is awesome. And, of course, Brad Hart. So, anyway, the lounge is a Facebook group, and we do live streams, and we just hang out and have fun and chill. We don't watch this live stream if you're expecting value.
What do you mean? We're going to give them plenty of value. I mean, they're quarantined. We're giving them entertainment. That's value right now.
Okay. I don't know. Anyway, all of our viewers know each other. Eldest and American Liberty and Heather and Daniel's here too. Hey, Daniel Abendroth. What's up, man? Patrick Keller. Oh, man. Oh, and there's a Facebook user said, "What's up, friends?" I don't know if that was you, Patrick. But anyway, Brad Hargis, you are the host of a couple podcasts. One of them is The Cinema Guys.
The Cinema Guys. We just hit 100.
Dude, congrats, man. 100.
Thank you.
And it's so on my 100th episode, I asked for some people to roast me. And believe it or not, our celebrity guest today on this stream, our celebrity guest may be roasting some people, and maybe even you, Brad Hargis. I don't know.
Oh, so yeah, for our 100th, we did, between the three of us, we had 100 of our favorite movies, and we did it in 100 minutes. The episode's exactly 100 minutes long.
Nice. That's so cool, man.
Thank you, Heather. Heather said congrats.
Yeah, congrats, Brad. Definitely. And Twitch just told us we went live. That's cool. So Michael Helms, what's up? Are you still here, brother? Michael Helms. You know what Michael Helms needs to do? He needs to make sure he has a webcam and his mic set up. He needs to come on stream. Jim Collison's here too.
What's up, Jim?
We're getting the band back together, man.
I was watching the typing and brain challenges last week.
Oh,
I watched a
dude.
little bit of that.
All right. Well, you're gonna have to. Oh, you're here, brother. Yeah. Michael the sound guy.
I probably shouldn't have brought it up. I should have just let it be.
Well, we're gonna have to get you to do some of those. By the way, what we're talking about is humanbenchmark.com.
You already have it up.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you're going to go here later, and you can do these. We did all these fun. I could do more of these too. It's pretty fun, actually. Patrick Keller says I did a looking back cheesecake episode a la Golden Girls. Oh, for your 100th, that's cool. All right, and so all right. While you're all here, this is who's going to be joining us, and I'm actually not kidding. I actually met Regis recently. It was actually in a Guitar Center, believe it or not.
Really?
And you know what's funny? I was wearing a regular mask. Actually, you can tell my story's BS already because in a Guitar Center, aren't they all closed?
I honestly don't know.
All right. Anyway, I was in Guitar Center. I really was. Trust me. Honestly. Okay. And I was wearing my mask. You know what? Regis, he wasn't wearing a mask. He just wore a motorcycle helmet. I don't know why. And I was like, wait, that kind of looks like Regis on a motorcycle. And then anyway, and we bonded in the Guitar Center. We bonded over plugins. He's a plugin addict like me. I'm not kidding. And he uses an AT 2020 and a Focusrite 2i2. So shout out to Focusrite.
How much of the story we're supposed to believe?
This is 100% true.
Okay.
Look, even Heather knows. Epic friendship story. This is a true story. You know, when he comes on the stream, then you're gonna know, Brad Hargis. Hey, Billy O's here too. What's up, Billy O? Yeah, there's no value, but Regis, look, okay, so here, let me finish the story. I got my notes here. Okay. So anyway, now Regis and I, you know, we keep in touch with that Signal app. You use Signal, Brad?
I do not even know what that is, honestly.
Signal, it's an app that apparently it's the most secure messaging app that the government can't get into and see what you're doing and stuff. So, you know, me and Ralph Rivera, you
got to keep stuff from them.
Yeah. Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Let me show you the Signal app. Who uses Signal? Anyone here use Is this it? Yeah, this is it.
Speak freely.
Signal is the most scalable encryption tool we have. It's free and peer reviewed. Oh, I don't know what that means, but anyway, I don't know if it's really secure because here's my thought. If the government or anybody tells you that, hey, this is secure, use this, that means it's probably not secure. And they're just trying to get everybody over there so they can look at all our messages. Daniel only believes it if Barry confirms. Oh, I don't have Barry set up. I mean, Barry's not here.
Or is Barry really the secret guest celebrity?
Eldest. No, Barry's not the secret guest. You think you'd a more secret way to chat? Okay. All right. So anyway, me and Regis, we keep in touch on Signal. Okay. That's why I said that. Trying to get through my notes here. And then, okay. And so here's the thing. You figure, hey, you're kind of friends with a big celebrity. Like now I'm friends with Regis, right? And it's kind of cool. But on the other hand, it kind of gets annoying sometimes because Regis keeps asking me about attack times of compressors, release times. He keeps texting me on Signal about all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, Regis, come on. All right. But anyway, I mean, I do I do appreciate Regis, and he will be here on the stream at some point. So that's it. That's a tease.
Okay.
And by the way, just to make sure you know, Podcast Engineering School is what is sponsoring this entire stream. Just so you know. And now, because I have the movie viewing review expert here, I want to ask you about this movie.
Which
Stalker.
one? I don't
Stalker
know this
from
movie.
1979. You don't know it?
No.
I just watched on YouTube. It's like one of those top 10 sci-fi movies.
Okay.
And this was one of them. And it was apparently kind of weird. And I mean, I don't know. I really don't even know what it's about, sort of. I mean, we could read what it's about.
A guide leads two men through an area known as the Zone to find a room that grants wishes.
Yes. Okay. See, reading is fun for mentals. Thank you. All right. So what is everybody drinking? Hey, Barry Gary's here too. Kathy Lee. We couldn't get Kathy Lee. I need her Signal.
She wasn't at Guitar Center. She was over at Best Buy.
No, well, she didn't take my course. I mean, yeah, she wasn't at Guitar Center. Sorry. Oh, Eldest just rewatched The Aristocrats last night. Loved it. Wait, what is that, Brad? Aristocrats.
Aristocats. That's a Disney movie.
Oh, Aristocats. Okay, I remember that now. Jim's drinking rum and Coke. I got maybe I should make us bigger. I got the old Monster Rehab.
You're drinking a Monster.
I know. It's a little late, but I needed a little pep in my step. Jim's got a cigar. Oh my God.
You're gonna be bouncing off the walls.
Not really. These things aren't super high octane. And by the way, there's no carbonation either, and no sugar.
I have my good old water.
You have water. Brad Hargis drinking water. Wait, what is that? Excellent. Be excellent to each other. Be
excellent to each other.
Oh.
It's words of wisdom for anybody.
That is just beautiful. What okay, Barry Gary drinking bourbon? You're really drinking bourbon, Barry? Is that true? All right. Billy O, water. Patrick Keller, iced tea. Heather, sunshine.
She's drinking sunshine.
Michael Helms, back to the water. You made the transition from the hard stuff to the water. Just one glass. Drink a whole glass of bourbon? Is that what people do? I guess Barry Gary does.
Depends on how big the glass is.
Oh, yeah, the big old milkshake. Ooh.
Milkshake does sound good.
But you're not drinking milkshakes for the past while, though, right?
Now, what is your flavor of milkshake, Eldest Bro, or anybody in the chat? What's your favorite milkshake? Mine is strawberry.
Okay, your strawberry milkshake is your favorite flavor.
Yep, I'm a strawberry guy.
Okay. I am also a strawberry guy. In fact, a good strawberry, like a really good strawberry shortcake, that's probably my favorite thing in the world to eat. Like, okay. Like if I had to choose, like if you were gonna shoot me in the head in 5 minutes, I'd say give me like a really nice, strawberry shortcake.
Okay. Chocolate malt. Actually, strawberry malt would be mine. We have a local place here in Cincinnati called Graters. They're one of the only places that still use a French pot method to make their ice cream, so it's in smaller batches, so it's much creamier. But their strawberry malt is fantastic.
Wow! All right. Well, all right. So now we're gonna have to. We should start a milkshake club, and then we'll all like drink the same milkshake at the same time, from a distance.
From a distance.
Yeah,
Social distancing.
So how's life going, Brad? What's been going on with you, man?
Life is good. I'm ready to see people. Like,
okay.
You're not behind a screen. Nothing against, hanging out in the lounge, talking to you, but all my friends that I talk to, it's always Zoom or, FaceTime, and I would just love to like hang out with my friends and go sit on a, outside at a bar somewhere and socialize.
I hear you, man. I hear you. Patrick Keller is sort of pretending he's drinking a Midori sour. I don't know what that is. It sounds kind of good, but
they are actually pretty good.
And Michael, the sound guy. And by the way, let me just. We need to. I'm pretty sure it's Michael the Sound. Yeah, MichaelTheSoundGuy.com. We got to show Mike's. Oh boy, yeah. So. If you're not subscribed to Michael the Sound Guy podcast, yeah. Oh, the Location Sound podcast. Sorry about that. Yeah, let me click on that then. Yeah, the Location Sound podcast. Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Look at you, man, going strong. Cranking out episodes. Don't forget, Regis is joining us soon. And I'm actually not kidding. As far as you know.
With the motorcycle helmet on?
What's that?
I said with the motorcycle helmet on.
I don't know, but let's bring in the cigar smoking. And by the way, I sent Ralph the link, but Ralph probably has better things to do tonight. Let's bring in the cigar smoking podcasting legend himself, Jim Carlson. Jim!
You look like you're on location getting ready for like a news, bringing it to you live in Omaha.
Yeah, I
or
am.
something.
I am out on the deck. Got the lights on. Got the cigar going tonight. Feeling pretty good.
All right. And I forgot what you said you're drinking.
Rum and Coke.
Oh my. A brandy Alexander would also be enjoyable. Patrick Keller, man, you might have to if we ever have like a party or something, you might have to mix some drinks, I think. You seem to know about that kind of thing. Heather says, "Hi, Jim."
Hey, Heather.
So how's life, Jim Collison?
Good. It's awesome. Great day. Beautiful out here tonight. Podcasters Lounge.
Oh yeah, the lounge. And with a celebrity joining us.
I know. I can't wait to see Regis. I know Regis.
Really?
I met
you
Regis
also know
too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I met him too. I met him in Panama when I was down there.
Wow,
Were you at a
Panama?
Guitar Center.
Well, sort of.
I like that song.
They call it
Panama?
Mandolin Center down there. Not really.
Oh, okay.
Panama.
Yeah, we were floating the canal on those, those little tubes that you blow up and they got like things on the front of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were cruising the canal on those.
What's up, Mai Tai? What's cracking? Oh, it's Michael Jerry. PES graduate Michael Jerry.
Strawberry milkshake.
There we go. Another vote for strawberry milkshake. The eldest doesn't drink booze. Neither do I, eldest. Me and you hanging out together. Patrick would be the lamest bartender. Plus, I drink like once every 3 months. Okay, yeah. All right. Well, then you can hang out with me and eldest.
I do mint chocolate shake. That's my favorite.
Those are good. That's my oldest son. That's his favorite.
It's like a Shamrock shake, but you can't get it at McDonald's because those are awful. That's not even food.
He likes his. There's another place, UDF, United Dairy Farmers. So he likes to get them with chocolate milk, made with chocolate milk.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Heather, just a chocolate milkshake. Yeah. I mean, look, a good chocolate milkshake, man. I mean, who doesn't like that? Are there people that actually do not like chocolate?
Communists.
Okay, terrific. All right, I'm checking to see
if Regis is on his way.
No, I think he's on his way. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm gonna keep checking. But
did he send you a signal? Is that what they call it? They send you a signal.
Yeah, his publicist will contact me. You know the drill.
You don't have them stacked up in the green room, taking care of them in there.
The eldest is he? Am I the only vanilla? Also, one of my friends can't stand chocolate. Yeah, well, I'll say that too. A good vanilla shake is surprisingly. I love it a lot, surprisingly, because you think that's like you think that would be the most boring shake, but wow. Oh, the shake frosty. Oh, sorry. What was it?
The frosty. That's what you get at Wendy's.
Yeah, they're like crack. Okay, terrific.
Apparently, you can get them now. They have like in the mornings you can get a frosty with coffee mixed in. So it's like a little. I guess I don't even know what they call it, but
Ernie McCracken.
Frosties and fries. That's what my wife loves.
Wait, what is Crusties? What is that, Barry?
I don't know that.
Can't drink shakes. Not enough vodka.
Can you put alcohol in a shake? Does that?
I don't know.
Would that even mix well? Like, would it get?
Yeah, with the milk curdle.
Yeah, I mean, it probably would.
There's your answer.
Well, why don't you could just take Bailey's and shake it up. There's your shake. Maybe chill it a little bit, really cold. Bailey's ice cream. I'm sure that exists.
Oh, I'm sure.
Don't you think?
And they have. I know they have vodka. You know the icicles you can get, the big long ones.
Mm-hmm.
They have vodka ones of those that you can get.
So, Brad,
Yes.
are you up for? Is it a crusty? What is that? Oh man, are you seriously up for doing some human benchmark games?
I like this.
Yeah,
I got shredded on this last. Shredded. Can't wait for somebody else.
Can I go get some bourbon before I start?
Oh, that's
No,
not going to help your reaction time.
No, you do not want to do that at all. It's a bad situation. Start easy. Start with the.
Let me break the ice.
All right.
I'll just break the ice. We can just chat while I'm doing this, right? I mean, for the fans. One for the fans, okay?
One for the
fans.
For
the lounge lizards, okay? Who's here? Can we get some hype in the chat?
Oh, look at that. They give you an easy one.
Wait, 2851. That was Gary Kasparov's highest rating, I think. Yeah. 55786. What do you guys think I'm going to get? 55786.
14.
14. Oh, my
14.
God. 14. Did I ever get?
I have faith in you, Chris.
Wow, 14. Nine 68629. 968629. So, have you, Brad? Have you recorded episode 101 yet, or not yet?
We have not recorded 101. We're supposed to record that Sunday. We're still trying to figure out what to do next. We hit 100. Now we're like, okay, now what? We can't go to a theater. What movie do we want to do?
Hey, do Stalker. I'm just saying.
I'm sure it's on Netflix.
I looked it up on Amazon Prime, and it's $3.99 to rent it on Amazon.
Really?
Prime. But we're gonna do it.
Wow.
We're gonna rent it. I don't know when, but we still need to sign up for Disney Plus and watch The Mandalorian, though.
No, we haven't done that either.
They just started a behind the scenes of Mandalorian show. They have the first episode of that up. It's pretty good.
Oh, behind the scenes. Oh,
yeah.
All right, 4869-4786. 4869-4786. 4869-4786. All right. Let me go. Let me keep going. 77717.
Crush it, Chris.
7717.
Crush it.
05801. Any do the aristocrats. Eldis is telling you your next episode. And Jim, you're eating on mic, dude.
I know. It's good.
Is everyone okay with that?
Sorry.
Look at Bill. Look at Billy O. He's putting the numbers into the chat. Dude.
8675309. Who wouldn't want that?
Exactly. Uh-huh. All right. Let's do it. 3157-82. 432. 3157-82. 432. Woo! Oh God! All right, Bradley, you want any of this, or you can pick your own game? But I don't know. I mean, No, I mean there's several different games.
Yeah.
If you want to try one, let's do it. But if you don't want to, it's okay.
I can try one.
I mean,
you got to do at least one.
Yeah, I mean, just
the reaction time. That's easy.
Yeah. So go ahead and share. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, go ahead and share
All right,
your.
so where do I gotta go? What's the site?
Oh, humanbenchmark.com.
Okay.
And so any big news in podcasting? Although apparently since we crossed 1 million podcasts in Apple Podcasts, then was it like the next week there was or was it April there was 91,000 new podcasts or something? Anyway. All right, here goes Brad. Oh, here he goes. 251. That's not bad.
Oh, it didn't push down on me. I was trying to just tap.
Yeah, you're getting the hang of it. It's okay.
I so want to just click.
Oh, dude. All right. See, yeah, I think that's what I was averaging, 240, 250,
right. So where do I go?
Guest user.
Oh, here we go.
Which one? Visual memories, like the layout. Check that one out.
All right. So you click them to flip them? Okay.
Yeah, now you gotta, it shows you it, and then you gotta remember what it was, and then, yeah. The eldest got 193. It's reaction time. That's because he's the eldest. He's also the youngest. I wonder who's the youngest person here. That's my question. It ain't me.
I think we had this age discussion before.
Did we? Who was the youngest?
I don't know. I think I'm barely a little bit younger than you, Chris. So I'll be.
Darn it!
I'll be 52 this year.
I lost this one.
Oh no, I'm younger than you.
There we go.
48.
Yeah.
I was born in 72. Yeah, eldest is. I'm guessing eldest. I think eldest is 9.5 years old. Is that true? No. Of course, I'm kidding.
Jeez, I'm not gonna get this one. Crap.
I know. I'm still waiting for our celebrity guest to contact us.
I got 10 on that one.
You got 10? That's good, man. Oh yeah. So
all right, I'll try the number one.
Oh, I was gonna say do the hearing one too.
Oh, the hearing one. Oh, geez. That was a good one. So, Jim, is your city opening up and everything? People going out?
Yeah, so it started on Monday, and restaurants are limited service, right? Can't have more than 50% capacity. You got to be 6 feet between customers. Salons are open with everybody wearing masks, both those cutting and getting cut. 6 foot rule is still in effect for everything. So no matter what you're doing, you got to be 6 feet. What else would be what are the other things that have been contentious besides salons and bars?
Oh, what's up, Mike Wilkerson? Good to see you, brother.
Sorry, man. I probably distracted you.
I'm 6 feet apart. What I want to put
bars. Yeah. I'm sorry. I should have said that.
No. You're fine. You're fine.
My bad.
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah,
one
Chris,
more time.
we walk every day. We go out for a walk every afternoon, and today felt like it was back. There's as many cars out there. I mean, there was a lot of people driving around, so it's more than most. It really never even hit Nebraska. Like, we haven't ever seen a peak. So what does that mean?
Regis. Yeah, exactly. What does that mean? That's the thing. No one knows.
No. But our governor wants people back to work. So he's being pretty aggressive about changing the rules, and I guess he's measuring it by the number of emergency beds that are available. So if that gets to a critical point, they'll start shutting things down again. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not changing. I'm gonna stay home through the summer. I do have a brand new studio going in at work, brand new podcast studio that is going to be done probably in late June, early July. So it'd be nice to go back and, I did seven podcasts I'm doing 7 podcasts this week for work, and it'd be nice to be in a studio.
Oh,
I mean, home's fine. It works. Yeah, it works.
So Brad, good job, man.
Here, I'll shoot it back over to you.
Isn't that fun?
It's kind of nerve-wracking, especially when you're like, people are watching me do this.
I know. Yeah, I can't do it. I can't. I have performance anxiety.
Michael, the sound guy, says less than half the people were wearing masks in the grocery store.
Yeah.
Well, most of the people here, they have their masks down on their chin. I'm like, it defeats the purpose.
It's a beard mask.
Yeah.
My wife did that. We got a package in the mail. We have these rubber gloves that we touch with the mail. So she, forget what she did. When she was putting the gloves on and off, she grabbed the gloves all the way up. And I'm like, you can't do that, because when you go to put on the gloves, with your bare hand, you're going to touch that top of the glove. And then she opened the thing and she reached in with the glove and took the thing out. I'm like, well, I don't know. It's just weird, right? You have to be careful of what you're touching and how.
Oh, yeah.
It's just weird. Yeah. Eldest, join a band.
I do have a hair appointment for next Tuesday. So I did, my salon called and said, hey, we want you back. I'm ready to come back.
Oh.
So next Tuesday, go in.
For the haircut?
Yeah. I think I'm going to keep it long, though. I think I'm just going to trim it up, and I kind of like it in the new long form.
Get some hair extensions, Jim. You should get like really
nice
long
part of
hair.
going like this.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to worry about hitting the salon.
Yeah. No,
I just hit my clippers upstairs and I'm good.
Right on. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it must have been pretty short before, because it's been 9 or 10 weeks since I got a haircut, and it's still pretty manageable. So I'm thinking I'll just keep it this length.
Nice.
Yeah, here in Ohio, we started this week too. Like, retail stores are next week, but this week is, like dentist's office and same day, doctors, and
trying to get some health professionals besides emergency room stuff open.
Well, our dentist emailed me today. We're open. I'm like, I don't want you inside my mouth, and I'm gonna go ahead and hold off right now.
Although that may be the safest place, the cleanest place in the world right now.
True.
You'd probably cleaner than the grocery store.
Oh my, yeah, absolutely. You walk in the grocery store just like, okay, don't just get what you need and then walk out.
Yeah. Yeah.
As they got their masks down here.
Is it down on the bottom? It's my chin guard.
Yeah.
I don't want to get any chin germs.
There was a video I saw on social media the other day of someone walks into a convenience store. She has a mask on, but it's cut in the middle. So it's completely open right here. and the guy asked, like, oh, where'd you get that mask? And she's like, oh, I made it. I couldn't breathe. And I'm like, well, again, you're defeating the purpose.
Okay, terrific.
No, you're not going to breathe when you're wearing it.
For those kinds of people, they just need those plexiglass shield helmets. You know? Like the lumberjack ones, with the headphones and the big shield that comes down in front.
Yeah.
They just need to wear those. Maybe I'll start wearing that one. I got one.
The big hazmat suit with the big.
Wait, what was the movie in the 70s with John Travolta when he was like a kid who had some disease
and he had Man in the Bubble?
Man in the Bubble?
I think it was Boy in the Bubble.
Boy in the Bubble?
Something like that. Yeah, I think so.
I'm going to look up pictures of that Boy in the Bubble. I remember seeing that like as a kid on TV.
You could look up Bubble Boy with Jake Gyllenhaal.
I don't think it's. Oh wait, maybe it is John Travolta. The Boy in the Plastic Bubble. Anyway,
all right, I gotta run upstairs and go help my wife move a child really quick who fell asleep on her, and then I'll jump back in.
If Regis comes before that, I'll have Regis wait. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Here, so I'm just gonna jump out and then I'll tap in.
No problem.
See you in a minute, Brad.
All right. Yeah, Regis is gonna be here. I'm not sure when. Again, we don't know when. Right? I'm waiting for the publicist, but it's gonna be Regis joining the lounge in about I think about maybe 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, something like that. All right.
Will it be 15 or 20 minutes for the next 3 hours?
No. He's gonna. He'll be here. He was. Yeah. No. What I did is I actually I started. Well, he's not scheduled to be here till the top of the hour, so I started promoting it way too early. But thing is, people come in and out of the stream, so I'm just sort of free flowing.
Doing a callback. Two guys talking. I'll try to mute my mic before I push it up. I'm not used to this headset, so it's not, kind of used to a mic you can move away from, doesn't make a lot of noise. It takes a little bit of getting used to having the headset.
Yeah, that's a decent one though. Is that I think I just wrote a daily goodie about that
Jabra
exact headset.
It's a Jabra 40.
Oh no, that's not it then. But anyway, that's a Jabra 40.
Yeah, they're okay. I just need to learn I need to learn some mic technique.
No, it's just, just wearing a headset mic and eating is.
No, I know, but I was
not
trying
advised.
to mute. I was trying to mute and I forgot.
Yeah.
I was hungry.
No, it's all good.
Peanuts and cigars, I was just enjoying life. Forgot I was on a podcast. Sorry, man.
No, it's totally fine. I'm just.
Let me ask you this question, Chris. At what frequency was my chewing? Do you remember what?
High mids.
And if we ran that through an EQ,
around
what would be
750 or 800. Hey, look who's here in the chat. Ralph M. Rivera.
Whoa.
Ralph, good thing you're here. My friend Regis actually listens to your show. And anyway, Regis, who's going to be here in 20 minutes, he's going to actually mention Ralph Rivera too. He's just been informed that Chris Curran slandered me on the Johnny Podcast on the Johnny Podcast Network, starring Johnny Podcast. I am focusing my energy tonight on my legal strategy, which will crush Chris Curran back to the Stone Ages with the fury of 1,000 wins. Yeah, well, I was on the Johnny Podcast, and Ralph's name came up. That's all. I didn't defame him, as far as he knows. All right, what's up, Ralph? Ralph, seriously, Regis is going to be here in 20 minutes. Make sure you're here, bro. I'm serious. All right, Brad's back.
I am back. Just had to go put a child in bed.
Is there a deflatulence from headset plug-in? No. Wait, Michael says, I was on a call with someone wearing a headset mic the other day, and they were miking their eye. They eventually moved it down. That's good. Well, sometimes, you
nice.
want, every time they blink, you want to hear that attack. You want to get it tight.
I mean, you might as well just, there we go. Just like that. Can you hear me? Can you hear it? Okay.
Yeah. Don't talk with your mouth though, Brad. You gotta.
See, I got it all wrong.
Well, I think though, especially in business with the headsets, what happens is sometimes they get really loud, or people talk really loud with them on, which is like, you don't need to talk. It's right there. You don't need to talk that loud. So people say, "Hey, can you move your mic down a little bit?" So it gets lower and lower and lower.
Yeah.
Or they think by having it up here that that helps with the sound. And one of the things one of the things I don't like about this headset is it's got a little plastic mechanism that holds that in place, and you can't move it around without it making that sound.
I can hear that.
So that's the one thing I wish they would have just put a little plastic stop in there instead of gears and I get the idea. It holds it firmly in place that way. I get it, but it's pretty noisy when you go to move it around.
Yeah, so pointing it up a little, like almost at nose level, that's actually a good fix. Sometimes if you're catching too much of their plosives, you can just have them put it up a hair or down a hair, like that. So.
Yeah, or they're through their nose. A lot of people will breathe. They'll get a headset on and they'll go. Why are you breathing out your nose so much?
Yeah. Stop breathing. There you go, Mike. So I was showing you guys this. Not this. Well, Regis is going to be here. Okay.
Regis
but
is
this,
here.
I don't think he's here. No, wait. Hold on.
No, he's not here yet. Okay.
He's not here yet. No. All right. I was just checking. Okay. No, but I started, so there's a stream, there's a few streams on Twitch where the guys play this techno music, and it's like kind of chill. It's not like super hyped up dance, like really, really super high energy techno. It's more like chill, like pulsing kind of dark vibe. Oh, Daniel Hager's here. What's up, man? Yes, exactly. Stop breathing. Why is everyone breathing? What's wrong with you people? Don't you know you're on a podcast? All right.
But tell
anyway,
my co-host to back up sometimes because he gets like right on it. I'm like, no, give it a little bit, just a little room.
Yeah. That's also a mic technique thing. Or actually it's a breathing. Some people just breathe louder than other people, right?
Yeah, they do.
So one of the things I do is in my mind when I'm hosting a show, I'm trying to breathe quietly, meaning I want to breathe so no one can hear it. No, but when I'm in the middle of a rant or something that, I'll breathe normally and whatever. But so anyway, I've been getting into this techno dark, whatever. And I found this guy, Hojo, Hozho. You see it on the screen. And this is one video where he does a set for an hour and 7 minutes. And there's other videos of his. In fact, the top one on the right there that you could see, the next one up next, it says Hojo DJ Mix 02. That one's pretty good too. You can see I've listened to it. But anyway, I've been getting so into this kind of music, just to have on in the background while I'm doing stuff like streaming. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, it's copywritten material, so you can't really. You're not supposed to use it on a stream, and I don't know how these people on Twitch are doing it. Are they literally just breaking the law and just doing it? Because I think
a lot of people are.
You think?
Oh yeah.
I have trouble doing that. I don't know.
Are you gonna play some of it for us, or are you just gonna?
No, I don't want to because it'll take the stream down.
Is Twitch shutting them down for that? I'm assuming they're only going through Twitch and not through YouTube.
I think yes, only Twitch, because YouTube would definitely flag it and whatever. But Twitch apparently will silence stuff that's copywritten for the playback. They call it a VOD, a VOD, video on demand. So after you go live on Twitch, then it's stored on your account as a VOD, which is basically like a video that someone can go there later and hit play, watch the whole thing. And if there's some music that's copywritten, it'll supposedly mute those sections of the video. But I've heard plenty. I've gone to people's videos and and where they played music. I mean, like top 40 hit music, and it's not muted. It's still playing on the playback. Yeah, they won't shut you down. They'll just mute it, or maybe they won't even mute it. Eldest, right? Have you heard that? Wait, what did Mike say? Producer Mike says, Mr. X, can you quick blow your nose? I've got an F sharp out of your left and right nostrils. Oh, jeez. Oh,
but
all right. Anyway,
Amazon owns Twitch, right?
Yes.
And so eventually somebody in the music industry is going to have to go after Twitch to get that. I mean, that's what they did on YouTube, right?
Yeah. And they kind of, people say they are doing that, but
yeah. Maybe they think a weak policy is the best policy until, I mean, they have so much money over there at Amazon. Maybe they think they can win anything.
Well, here's what I like. Here's what I would like. I would like the music industry and all musicians to somehow say, you could play our music anywhere, but then the ads, there's going to be ads on that video, and the money from those ads goes to the musicians. I would love that. I would love to go on a stream for 5 hours or whatever. Go on a stream for 2 hours, play all kinds of top 40 music or metal or whatever I want to play. And then, okay, then the platform, let's say Twitch or YouTube, they're going to put an ad on that video, and then they're going to take the money for it. Fine. Great. Why haven't we put that kind of thing in place yet? Is it a question of money? Like how much should they get and all that kind of thing? I don't know.
Sure it is. Making that mechanism work.
Oh, I just got a note. Regis, 15 minutes. Yes, which is right on time.
You got a signal?
I got his spokesperson.
His handler. His handler has called you.
The handler. I'm building this up pretty big, man. This better be funny.
Did you send somebody out to pick him up at the airport, or is the limo bringing him in?
Actually, the podcast. Well, you probably know the Podcasters Lounge. We actually own our own little minibus, so we actually do send it to the airport, pick up the guests, and we've even brought in Brad Hargis food at his home, things like this.
Wow, that's pretty. He doesn't even live close to you. That's like a 10-hour drive.
He DoorDashes some McDonald's to my house.
Man, that McDonald's would be cold by the time they picked it up and got it to Brad. Like really cold. It won't even be food anymore.
But that McDonald's, it'll stay good for a while. I've seen those videos where they sit them there for weeks and weeks.
Well, I mean, it will survive. I mean, it'll survive. Won't go anywhere, but
but it'll just be cold.
Those French fries have a taste life of about 17 seconds. Right?
So Ralph was here. I don't know if he's here anymore, but I hope Ralph is here when Regis comes here.
About 15 minutes.
Regis told me he has some things to say about Ralph. Yeah.
About 15 minutes on Regis at this point. 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah. I think Regis is he's putting his kids to bed kind of thing. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Ralph has planted the flag. 14 minutes. 14 minutes to read.
You need a countdown clock on screen.
We really do. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know. Like, do you guys like that techno music? Like, I'm talking about the dark stuff. Like you can picture it. I was never into techno. I never went to the dance clubs. I never did anything like that. But when I hear that, like, it's just that pulsing. It's kind of dark. Like you think you're in a dark club and you're really just kind of chilling and vibing. When I kind of like that vibe. I don't know. Do you guys like that vibe?
There's a lot of dark electronic music that I listen to. I like a lot of different type of music, but my favorite genre is industrial. So I like a lot of that, like dark sounds and stuff like that. So
Do you know the band Decrups?
I don't. Oh yes, I do. DIKUKRUPPS.
DIE.
DIE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, I do.
I worked on one of their records.
Oh, nice.
Kirkiano mixed it. I was his assistant on the record. It was really cool. They came in from Europe and we did the whole mix session. I'll tell you, that's the funnest times I had in the studio is when we were mixing records for various bands. Cause it's like you spend like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. You usually knock out one song a day, but like you're just hanging out with the band, mixing their record. Like, dude, what? I mean, unbelievable. So cool. Michael Helms, he remembers that. Michael Helms worked with me at Soundtrack in 93 and 94. Yeah, he worked with Moby for a week.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, studio days.
Yeah, Dave, that's my all-time favorite band.
Whoa, really?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Their album, The Fragile, is my all-time favorite album. I can listen to that any day of the week, beginning to end.
There's a video on YouTube of Trent Reznor doing a piano version of Hurt.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Really slow.
Yeah.
Dude, it's one of the most unbelievable performances I've ever seen in my life, actually.
Their live album that came out, there was a second disc that he did, I think, 4 songs piano, like slowed them down and just played on piano, and they're amazing.
And he's from Cleveland, huh? Trent Reznor? Is that true?
I
Dave,
believe so.
Yeah. Cleveland Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Oh, Johnny Cash's version of Hurt. Yes, I've heard that. And like, okay, here's the thing about that era of Johnny Cash when he did all those covers. I do appreciate them, but honestly, he sounds like a really old dude singing. I mean, I'm just saying, he's not sharp with his pitch and all that. And I'm not saying that takes away from anything. I'm just saying that like that was Johnny Cash when he was really, really old, and I can hear it.
Well, him doing a Hurt though, that's a song for it kind of works. His voice works for that song. He also did Personal Jesus. It was still, decent cover, but it didn't work as well.
So cover songs, what are some of the best versions of cover songs you guys have heard in your lives? Let's open this can of worms. I mean, I know that's what I got to do, Jim. Look at the sky and be like, wow, dude. Whoa.
Well, I mean, I like cover songs, but I like when like bands that I like cover them, but if they do it well. Like, I don't know if you know the song. It's a newer song called Pumped Up Kicks.
Oh yeah.
There's a band that I like called Three Teeth. They're an industrial band, and they covered it, and they did a really good job with it.
Rusty Cage. Yeah. Johnny Cash did Rusty Cage, which was funny.
Yes.
Billy Joe Green Day does, I Think We're Alone Now with his kids. Oh, I think we're alone now.
One of the hot things that people do right now is they cover songs, but they slow it way down to where it's like very like mellow.
Yeah.
You see it a lot in like movie trailers. They do that.
Right. We should do that. In fact, we have time before Regis gets here. I'm going to do that actually.
And Marilyn Manson has a few really good covers. He does a cover of Tainted Love that's really good.
Heavy metal version of Mr. Grinch. There we go.
But I will say another. I'm a big Phil Collins fan too. Like this is the one that my wife, it shocks her because of the music I listen to. But I love Phil Collins. And In the Air Tonight, I just love that song. And you just wait for it. You just wait for the drum beat to hit. And there's a band called the Proto Men. Their whole story is they're based around Mega Man. Their first 2 albums are Mega Man concept albums. But they did a whole album that was nothing but covers. And they cover In the Air Tonight. And I think it's one of the best covers I've ever heard.
Phil was just in town back in October, I think, here in Omaha. We got a chance to see him on a Friday night, which is amazing because we don't ever get anybody in Omaha on a Friday night here. It's usually a Tuesday.
Yeah.
In Omaha, and he was pretty great. I mean, he's not drumming anymore, but he's barely moving anymore, just to be 100% honest. But his son, he has a son that's 18, who's pretty good. Played that part in the concert. It was pretty great. I've been a lifelong Genesis Phil Collins fan,
Mm-hmm.
and so to see him kind of at the end was kind of a privilege.
You just wait for that drum. You're like, I'm gonna air drum this. Like everybody probably did it.
Everybody did. He put on a really good show. Like, for not being able to move around, he sits in a chair. The rest of his band, he's got some old guys. I mean, he has played with the same guys for the last 30 years. He's got some of his old guys in the band, and they moved around well. Like, I mean,
summer,
it was good.
Last summer, I went to see Iron Maiden here, and they are some agile men for as old as as long as they've been around.
Late 60s, early 70s. Yeah.
Like, you're still jumping around the stage and you're just going back and forth, but they put on a show.
Yeah.
All right, guys, it's time.
Regis is here.
He's in the green room, actually.
Oh,
he's here. All right, so let me do my intro. I just want to, I when you have someone like this on the show, you must introduce them properly. And I just want to say Regis was born in 1931, by the way, August 25th. And from 1988 to 2001, he had Live with Regis and Kathy Lee. From 2001 to 2011, he had Live with Regis and Kelly. He's hosted Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? He holds the Guinness World Record for the most hours on U.S. television. Think about that. Guinness World Record for the most hours on U.S. television. And he has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Of course, I told you earlier how I met Regis in Guitar Center. I think that's what I said. And and him and I we got into plugins. So let's bring Regis on stream. Oh, it looks like we might not have the visual. Maybe there's a problem with his video camera.
That's a bummer.
Regis, are you there? Yes, I hear you, Regis.
Hello?
We can't see you.
All right, how we doing
Yes, Regis. Hey, good. How are you?
Chris from Guitar Center. You talked me out of buying that Blue
Regis.
Yeti.
I did. Well, look, when we met in Guitar Center, it was so nice to see you. By the way, how do you like the Podcasters Lounge so far?
I love it. Great room here. Nothing to eat.
All right.
Got no idea what I'm doing here. All right.
Yeah. Are you comfortable with your microphone and your whole setup there?
My wife, Joy, came over. She said, you got to put it in the input. Input, output. I don't know the freaking difference.
Oh, your wife was asking you to put it in the input. Okay.
It's not the first time that this has happened.
Well, Regis, you've had an amazing career. Are you a fan of any particular podcast?
Thank you.
Are you?
I like more stories. Jay Moore.
Oh, Jay Moore.
That's a real thing,
All right, Brad, do you have any questions for Regis Philbin, who's here on the show with us? Just want to.
Wait a minute, I'm supposed to ask the questions. I hosted Who Wants to Be a Millionaire for freaking years.
So give me $1 million question. A question for $1 million.
Big shot.
So if he talked you out of a Blue Yeti, what mic did you end up going with?
Oh God, what do we call this freaking thing? It's an 18-20-20. Focus, man.
Regis, I wish your webcam was working, but I mean we have your picture on the screen, Regis.
No, that's me. That's me about 20 years ago. I'm nice and gray now, though. I don't know if you saw me recently.
Are you still
Jimmy Kimmel
active? do you still have a lot of energy, Regis?
I've got a lot of energy, yeah, but they they try to keep me confined these days. So every once in a while they take me out of the home just so I can tip my cap to everybody on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
We have a
Kimmel's
question
that
from
there.
our chat
Yeah.
for you, Regis. Can you tell us about Michael Strahan and Kelly in regards to input and output? Oh, geez.
Who the hell is Michael Strahan?
Dude, the chat is trying to guess who this is. It's Regis. What do you mean? Who is it?
Oh no,
Do you,
I'm the real deal here, baby.
Do you
Real
miss
deal.
hosting television? Do you miss
I do,
interviewing
but
people?
it was time to just kind of settle down a little bit and not wake up every morning and look at that freaking puss. I mean, pick your puss right there. That's what I was looking at every freaking morning.
and Regis, so you've gotten into podcasts. So tell us about some of the podcasts you listen to, because I know, by the way, Ralph M. Rivera, who was here in chat, I don't know if he's here anymore, but you have some
Ralph.
sort of a history with Ralph, don't you?
Yes, I was on the board of the Podcasters Toolbox.
Really?
Oh yeah.
So I just want to show everybody, if people don't know, the Podcaster's Toolbox.
Real thing, baby.
This is what Ralph M. Rivera and his wife are building, Podcaster's Toolbox, as you could see on the screen. I didn't know, Regis, you're on the board for the toolbox here.
I even
great.
recorded a little voiceover promo thing. Get back on the mic with the Podcasters Toolbox. Regis Philbin endorses it.
So what are you drinking, Regis?
Wouldn't you like to know? It's the byproduct of that input-output thing we were talking about earlier. I'll tell you that.
Wow. So are you really hitting the booze hard these days, Regis?
Little bit, yeah. We're all in quarantine. I mean, what the hell else am I supposed to do?
All right, and look.
What was that last question? What was that last question there about the hardest question for millionaire?
Oh yeah, what was the hardest question you experienced? Zero. Wait, not in regard to input or output on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
The hardest question I experienced? Wasn't it the one where the guy screwed up on the $100 question? It was like the duck, duck, goose question. I couldn't believe it. That was a real thing, by the way. Didn't know what duck, duck, frickin' goose was. I had to sit there and not kill him. All right. Anyway, Joy. Wait, what? All right. She's just walking around half naked.
So you
All right,
also
so, yeah.
listen-
So who else is out there? I can only see a little bit.
Well, look,
that
so
Brad?
you're on the board of the Podcaster's Toolbox, but do you
Yeah.
also listen to Ralph M. Rivera's podcast, which is called Carbon-Based Business Units?
I do.
See,
The end.
wow. How did you find his? What do you think about Ralph? What kind of guy do you think he is?
Ralph. I've known a lot of Ralphs in my day. He's the guy who likes the hard stuff, the hard booze. He likes the good stuff. That's what he tells me.
He does, actually. Yeah, he drinks expensive liquor.
Yes. Of course, I see him at the place that nobody wants to go to, buying those $1 little shooters.
It's interesting, Regis. Sometimes the volume of your voice just shoots up like that. It's very, unique.
It's like getting a body cavity search, my friend. Like suddenly something's up there.
And
then
so,
it comes
all right.
out.
And now look, I know Regis, I think your eyesight is probably still fine. You recognize Brad Hargis on the screen, right? You recognize
I always
him,
want to
don't
call him haggis. I always think of a giant sausage when I look at this guy.
you?
Do you get that a lot, Haggis?
I do.
Growing up, did everybody call you haggis?
I did get it sometimes. Yeah.
If you got it in the locker room, I guess it'd be a compliment. All right.
And you listen to some of Brad's shows?
Cinema Guys. Love it. Love it. Love the Cinema love the guys. He's got that other one, the burger. I'll get a burger.
Yeah.
I like my burger is rare.
Rare. Wow. You just like flip it once, flip it twice, and you're done.
If that.
So Regis, you were a comedian way back in the 60s and 70s, weren't you?
I've been telling the same jokes for about 45 years. That's right.
All right. Well, Regis, look, I know.
No, I was a comedian. I've been married twice. I've got 7, 8, 3 kids. I don't know.
All right. Well, Regis, look, you are a ball of energy. I'm so happy you came.
Wait a minute. Chris, don't cut me off right here. I'm onto something here. We were talking about Iron Maiden earlier.
Yes.
And I say that hell is from here to eternity. It ain't a bad place. Hell is from here to eternity.
3 minutes to the end of the Regis segment, 4 minutes to defamation suit. Oh, come on.
I actually prefer some of Bruce Dickinson's solo albums. I don't know if you've ever heard Chemical Wedding. Love it. Love it. By the Trumpets of Jericho.
Regis, I can't picture you rocking out to Iron Maiden.
I gotta tell you, once Adrian Smith came back on and was like his right-hand man on the solo albums, that totally kicked ass.
Jim Carlson, do you have any questions for Regis?
Welcome home. It's been too long. We missed you. That's a song called Accident of Birth, the title track off of the album Accident of Birth.
Regis, I heard you were forced out of TV because of your age.
It's true. Age discrimination, baby. Call the lawyer.
Well, what I actually heard is you had to take breaks every 3 minutes for the bathroom.
If that.
That's what I heard. Is that true?
I'm about to take one right now, if you know what I mean.
Maybe
Let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
You know, we all know I'm old. You're going to make a whole bunch of pee jokes? Is that what we've come to?
Just saying.
Regis, what would you have to say about our younger viewers who might not even know who you are, actually?
Younger viewers? Let me tell you something. If they could lift their freaking eyes up off their phone for 2 seconds to even recognize me, maybe I'd have something to say to them. Until then, they could suck an input. All right, output. What do I know? I got my Focusrite box right here. I have no idea how to use it. But Chris, I got to tell you, I do like this this mouth guard thing that I got right here. The Orphonics.
Oh.
I like it. I think it's better than putting one of those karaoke things over the microphone.
Interesting.
I do.
So, Regis,
yes, Chris.
Should we turn on your webcam now? Or do you have anything more to tell us, more to say as Regis?
As Regis.
I mean,
wait a minute. This isn't Regis? Chris, are you saying
no.
Isn't
I meant being Regis.
Oh.
Do you have anything else to say?
I've got a couple of things to say. Everybody listen to the Podcast Engineering School with Chris Carrett.
Wow. A ringing endorsement.
We call that a plug in show business, the business that we call show. All right.
Hey, Regis, what do you think about all these newer
yeah.
talk show hosts that are trying to live up to your level of expertise and professionalism? Are these new hosts like bozos and idiots or what?
Which ones? You're not narrowing it down.
Yeah. Actually, I don't even watch that garbage either, but so I don't actually know.
I like Kimmel.
Okay.
He's all right. I like because I like the Man Show.
Oh, right.
Imagine me sitting there next to my wife watching the Juggies.
And the trampoline.
That's right, girls jumping on trampolines, baby. Love it.
Regis. Oh God, this is the best lounge ever. All right, Regis.
Wait till next week when we bring on Ray Romano.
Oh, or is he there now?
Wait a minute. Doesn't Ray Romano sound a lot like Regis?
No, not even
close.
close.
Don't they have that same kind of nasally,
Oh, the nasal thing is there, baby. And that's just from years of not breathing. But yeah, he sounds totally.
Is it a Jersey thing? Maybe it's the Jersey thing. I don't know.
Jersey thing? You know, you go straight to hell there. First of all, Ray Romano's from Lynbrook, New York. I don't know where the hell I'm from. Right now I'm in Pasadena.
Check it. Have you looked at your own Wikipedia? Have you read?
Yeah, I was going to say.
I don't believe anything that I see on the internet about me. I'll tell you.
Regis, have you Googled yourself and made a video about it? Regis responds to Googling himself. Have you done that kind of video?
Maybe I should. I could be like those two guys who watch a heavy metal video, who've never seen a heavy metal, who've never heard the song before, and then freak out when they hear it.
Yeah, it'd be good. You should get into those. Maybe a DIY channel.
Yeah.
You know, fix your own kitchen.
You know, yeah. Has anybody ever heard my solo albums?
I didn't know you had solo albums.
What's your best cover, Regis? What's your best cover?
Oh yeah, no. My last one was called When You're Smiling. You make me feel so young.
Oh, baby, here it is, baby. It's cold outside. Silver Bells.
Baby, it's cold outside. Yeah, there's the album. You see that one right there? The black and white photo.
Yeah.
You make me feel so young.
In the air, there's.
All right. Yeah, we can't play that.
Gonna have to change one of the letters in that second word right there. That's what we're talking about.
All right, Regis. Well, I mean, wait, what the heck is that?
It's not me, baby.
So Regis, when you're a guest on other shows, can you sort of do you have this feeling for broadcasting and performing that when you're on a certain show like the Podcasters Lounge and you're just running out of steam and becoming boring? Do you ever think that, all right, it's time for me to go, kind of thing?
I think I'm getting a hit right there. All right. I'm ready to go, baby. All right.
All right. Do you have one last word for Ralph M. Rivera? That's the question.
Last word for Ralph? Lay off the cigars. Lay off the booze. Just, eat some spinach for Christ's sake.
All right. There we go. All right. Regis. I mean, come on, guys. Look at the level of guests we're bringing you in the lounge.
It's top level right there.
Regis, you want to turn on your camera now?
Top shelf guest right there. Top shelf.
I'm just wondering before I reveal, I was wondering, should I wait until maybe Ray Romano comes on for another episode?
Oh, yeah, let's do that. Yeah,
or have I invited myself and Ray to the next episode?
Yeah. So Ray's not here now, obviously, because we're talking to Regis. No. But so yeah, maybe next week, if you have Ray's number, maybe you could text him. Maybe we can get Ray on next week. Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you, Regis.
Lynbrook, New York. I'm gonna call him. He was on that. He's on that Bad Education movie. Hugh Jackman. Snicked. Wolverine.
Regis, are you okay?
Read a lot of comic books in quarantine, I'll tell you that.
Kind of sounded like Popeye for a moment there.
It's because I told your boy to eat some spinach. That's
Regis, do you do a Popeye impersonation by chance?
I've never tried it. I've never tried it.
Olive oil.
All right, boys, I'll leave you to it, to your podcasting and your focus rights and your blue Yetis. I'll leave you to it. It's been a pleasure. You make me feel so young.
Thank you, Regis.
Bring
We
us
love
sprung.
you. Thank you for all the years
You're
of
welcome.
wonderful entertainment.
It was nice talking to you, Reach.
Got same here. Got at least 30, 40 more years before I croak. Gonna
Yeah.
live forever like Cher.
By the way, you're starting to look like Bilbo Baggins, actually, Regis. You gonna take a long walk soon, brother?
Go on a journey.
Laughing pretty hard over here. Yeah, get your laughs in. Get your laughs in. I'm gonna outlive all three of you. Take it easy, boys.
All right, Regis, thank you.
We'll see you,
All right.
Regis.
Thank you, Regis
Fractal
Philbin,
recording,
everybody.
ladies and gentlemen. Fractal.
He's just plugging my stuff. Wow, he just jumped off. That's it.
He's got places to be.
Wow.
He's got places to be. He's a big, important guy.
Wow. What do you guys think about that? Regis, dude.
That's a landmark interview, Chris.
Yeah, I got to take off my sweatshirt. I'm heating up over here.
That's a landmark. Brad, I never saw Regis coming on, and then he was there.
I didn't expect it. Didn't expect it at all.
Yeah.
My bladder is feeling like Regis's 88-year-old bladder right now because I drank that.
You drank that whole thing too fast, didn't you, Chris?
Well,
too fast.
I didn't. Oh no, I almost did finish it. Yeah.
What if I told you? You're going to be all jacked up tonight because of that.
Who would have thought? You went to a Guitar Center. Next thing you know, he's on the lounge with you.
Dude, I'm friends with Regis. I'm texting on Signal with Regis. Wow.
I did bump into a celebrity once like that. Like when I lived in San Francisco, I was exiting a record store, Amoeba Records, and I bumped into someone as they were walking in and turned, and it was Robin Williams, and it was like this like double take of like, was that? No, yeah, wait, he lives here. And I worked at a shoe store at that time. I was telling my roommate all about it. The next day, I swear, he came in our store, and I sold him a pair of shoes.
Whoa.
The nicest guy, like so nice.
Cool. Robin Williams.
I don't know if I've ever run into anybody famous. I was trying to think, like, who's the most famous person? I don't think I have.
We got a few.
Maybe
I
you
used to work at the Apple store, and obviously you get quite a few come in with their iPhones and their
Dave Jackson, maybe.
What? No.
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame. Yeah. Okay. That's it. That's
Although
our store here, we used to have Peter Frampton used to come in a lot because he lived here in Cincinnati for a while, and it was pretty cool.
Cool.
Now we
I never. Some people meet famous people and they like immediately want to go up and say, "Oh, hi, how you doing? Can we take a picture or can I have an autograph?"
Yeah.
Like that. And the feeling I always get is opposite of that. Like I don't want to be that guy. I just want to be normal guy.
Yeah.
Like
I do just want to say hi or just talk to them. I mean, there's people like us.
Yeah, that's what happened with what's the name of that band? I forget the name of the band, but Winona Ryder was in the studio because her boyfriend was the singer of that band. Runaway Train, Never Coming Back.
Oh, Soul Asylum?
Soul Asylum. They were in Soundtrack, and so I once passed Winona Ryder in the hallway and I said hi. But because that's all it was. It was like, hi, that's it. I didn't want to make it anything else because that's annoying. It's like, oh, imagine that if you're famous, people just trying to, yeah, oh, ugh.
I'm sure they I don't want to say get used to it, but it is that, well, I'm going out, I'm going to, the mall or going to a store. People are gonna,
Yeah.
But we had Jennifer Garner was here at a local grocery store because she has a line of her own like baby food or something like that. And she was giving out samples and people didn't believe it was her. They just thought it was some like a lookalike type of thing. And she posted on her social media of like, hey, I'm here in Cincinnati. And like,
we used to have here in Omaha, we used to have Warren Buffett show up from time to time. He's not in town much anymore, but he used to, stop in a Dairy Queen or pop in the Furniture Mart. He owns all those things now, but we used to see him a little bit. And then when Taylor Swift was opening one of her tours, she opened it here in Omaha. It was the launch. They built the sets. They came in 2 weeks early and built all the sets here and then launched it from here. So there were sightings in town. I never saw her, but
people getting those pictures from like that's her head in that crowd. She's right there.
Yeah, she apparently she made her way, and she was out in public a couple times where people could, and then the radio stations, of course, got an opportunity. So one of my high school students got a chance to meet her. So she's super nice. She writes handwritten notes that she writes to everybody she meets, thanking them for the time that they have. So this high school met her, and then she got this really nice note from Taylor a couple days later. Said, "Hey, it was great meeting you. Thanks for the time you spent with me." I was like, "Wow,
that's awesome."
Yeah.
And it's a little thing like that person will remember. Like,
yeah. Now Taylor's good at fans. Like she knows how to work her fan base. She's pretty smart about that. They'd do anything. They'd revolt for her.
They would.
They would.
Yeah,
march.
And apparently, wasn't it recently or within maybe like 6 months ago? Like apparently, Taylor Swift was never really political. She didn't argue for one side or the other. But then apparently, she made a video that was political. I can't remember what it was, but yeah. Anyway, so good thing I brought it up because I didn't know. I have no idea what I'm talking about. It's great.
We should have asked Regis. Dang it. God, we could have asked Regis. He knows everything.
He's on the board of the Podcaster's Toolbox, though. Think about that.
Why does the board? Why does the Podcaster's Toolbox have a board? I guess that's what I was trying to figure out.
It's a major corporation.
Oh, okay. All right.
We're talking serious. Like think IBM, think Google.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Oh, I just said that, and look, my phone perked up.
Oh.
Yeah, Regis was great. I'll have to send him a note later. Tell him. Yeah,
we did it when we were recording our 100th episode. Justin said something. He was talking about Planet of the Apes, and he said series, and his iPad was next to him, and thought it said her name. I'm not going to say it, so my phone doesn't go off. But it went off like right in the middle, and just the sheer terror on his face because everyone in his house is asleep. Then all of a sudden a voice comes on and it's just what the hell? Those devices, they just can't say those names out in public anymore. People's things will go off.
Regis just sent me a note. That was fun. I'm watching on YouTube now. I can't believe I didn't record myself. That's okay. This is recorded, Regis. Don't worry about that.
You can come back to it.
I'm not sure you want to keep that recording anywhere where other people are hearing it, but like
he's going to listen to what's your dark electronic band? Well,
I don't know.
Listen to them now.
Yeah, Regis is like tripping on acid, kaleidoscope lights, everything, right? Wandering around a room.
How old is he now? How old's Regis?
88.
88, okay.
He's born in 1931. Think about that for a minute.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
He was 18 years old in 1949.
Mm-hmm. That's my dad's age. He's the same age as my dad. My dad was born in the same year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, think what they saw. All the things they saw.
Someone posted on Facebook today, think about someone who was born in 1900 because they saw World War I, World War II, Korean War, and Vietnam, and all the other nonsense. Think about that. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's literally insane.
That's quite a well, and they went through the first, the 1918 pandemic, and those all that went along with that.
Yeah, by the way, Liberty says he can't stand when people recognize him and want to take pictures and talk for hours.
I know.
Liberty is just, I think he's on the cover of
Cover of the Rolling Stone.
Yeah,
the
Rolling
question,
Stone
does he
magazine.
does he keep a Sharpie in his sock?
Ooh. All right, next time I meet each of you guys in person, I'm gonna check your socks.
Yeah. Say, you got a Sharpie in there? Got a Sharpie in your sock?
Bruh. Got a Sharpie, bruh. The one Lost in Vegas guy started putting in the man, come on, man. Oh jeez. I don't know. Regis, this is a lot of laughter in this lounge.
Yeah. Good interview. Looking forward. So Ray Romano is next week then?
Sure. I mean, I hope so.
If you can get a hold of him.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to get a hold of his people.
Well, once Ray hears that Regis was on, they're allegedly New York pals. So
yeah.
They'll probably, you could work that whole New York circuit, Chris. You could start making your way through all those New York folks have them on the lounge.
Yeah. If if we can make those voices happen, I'm not sure. We have
maybe there's some other talent out there that has that kind of talent.
See, I'm telling you, we could make the lounge famous. This is what we do. We literally get random impersonators to come on with no video.
Wait a minute, but that one was really Regis.
No, well, that really was Regis.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
and Ray Romano is going to be real too.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I'm sure we could find. Well, he's dead, but I mean, maybe we could find Robin Williams out there. I'm sure there's.
Oh,
maybe
good.
he's not dead.
Thanks, Liberty. I needed to read that.
He just needed to get out of the limelight.
Yeah. Right. He's been living in Brazil.
Yeah.
I think, or something like that. He just was tired of people. He's really still alive.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Robin Williams.
Oh, right.
Robin
Williams.
He just didn't want to, just don't want to do it anymore. It's tough being famous, Chris. I mean, right? When you used to go outside, you used to get, people would recognize you all the time, right? Like that.
Not at all, but I know what you're saying.
What?
What about George Peterson from Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Oh, yeah, George Peterson.
Bueller. Anyone? That was a great movie, honestly, right, Brad?
Oh yeah, it's a classic.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Man,
we've started this list, my wife and I, of when's the age we can start showing our kids, when do we show them this and this, we're borderline, when can we show them Goonies and Jurassic Park, and kind of go from there. And that'll Ferris Bueller will be one that'll is on the list. When they get a little bit older, here's one. Check this out.
So we had a list like that with our kids, and Ghostbusters was on that list because that's another one.
Oh
right?
yeah.
And so the kids are 8, 9, 10, 12, something like that. And we're like, oh, we pumping the movie big time, pumping it up, right? And we start playing it, and we had forgotten they swear every other sentence on that. It's just I was like, and at first I'm like, okay, well maybe this is just the beginning, and then I was like, I don't remember all this. I don't remember all this swearing, and the kids were pretty young, and so they they kind of didn't show much interest in it. They didn't think it was great as we thought it was in its day, and they were like, "Yeah, this is okay. Just turn it off." I felt like it was a total parental failure.
And it's one of those things, even pacing of movies then compared to now, what they see where everything's just so quick and at them. They're just like Star Wars. My boys are big Star Wars fans because I mean I'm a huge one, so I'm like they got to see Star Wars, but they like the new ones, the new 3 better than the older ones because it's what they grew up seeing. It was new for them, and those are just a lot faster paced and
CGI is better.
Yeah.
You don't see the CGI anymore. You know, they haven't been tampered with.
So do you think, Jim, if you waited, let's say, a couple of years and then showed your kids, would that have made a difference?
Probably. Yeah, it was just an awkward age. You know, we weren't at that time. We weren't swearing around them yet, and so it was kind of like I was embarrassed.
We've talked Ghostbusters, but ours is more of like you think that the librarian at the beginning and then the end what scares them, what won't scare them. Like, where are we at with that?
Yeah.
That's why they haven't seen Jurassic Park either, because they love dinosaurs. But I'm like, I mean, what will scare them? What won't scare them?
Yeah, I think for us, the first big movie for the kids was The Matrix. So it was one of our very first DVD movies. It came out, and it was just incredible. And the kids watched that like 100 times. And so that is kind of their standard. I think, Chris, like what you're saying, or Brad, maybe you said this, the pacing is so much different there, and the photography and the way they do it. And it's just action. There's very little downtime.
Exactly.
We're
getting ready to start the Harry Potter movies because my oldest has read the first 2 books, because we said you can't watch these movies until you read the books. And we waiting for a while to finally get him to read it. He read the first one. He's like, this is really good. And I'm like, we told you might enjoy it. We'll see what he thinks of the movies.
Kids need scary. Yeah. I remember when I was a kid and my brother Matt was like, I don't know how old. It was late 70s. He's born in 76, so it was probably early 80s. So he was probably like 5 or 6 years old, and the movie Rocky was on TV, and he was old enough to understand generally what was going on. But then when Rocky lost at the end, he literally cried. He bawled his eyes out, man. He took it 100% to heart. It was, I mean,
it is a fine line of where, like, my oldest, he's 9, but he's really into World War II. He finds it very fascinating, and he loves like reading about the planes of World War II and all this stuff of World War II. And we're like, well, what can we find that would be kind of kid friendly to a 3rd grader? And then 1917 just came out, and he goes, I know it's not World War II. You said it was World War I, but I really want to watch it. And we're like, I don't know, man. You're 9, but I mean, this is war. And so, yeah, we're in this dilemma.
Did that movie go right to video, or right to whatever, to download, or did they show it in the theaters? How's that working?
1917?
Yeah.
It came out end of last year, so it had its full run.
I thought that just came out.
It just came out on home now, but it's if you haven't seen that is one I would highly recommend. It is really good because they edit it together to seem like one seamless shot, that you're following this guy through this thing that he has to do, and it's pretty amazing.
So the amount of time covered in the film is like what, around 2 hours in like real time?
Yeah, there's a little something happens in the movie to kind of play it off a little bit, but yeah, basically.
But mostly that way. I have to rent it. What are they doing? So Brad, what are they doing with movies right now? I mean, nothing's playing, right? So what are they doing?
Nothing's playing. I mean, there's been a few that have gone straight to like a premium rental, so you pay $20 to rent it instead of going to the theaters. Like the new Trolls movie, we rented it because we have 2 boys. I wanted to see it. $20 is cheaper than if it was in the theater anyway.
Heck yeah.
But a lot of them have either pushed their release dates out to the end of the year. Some have just said, you know what, we're not coming out till next year.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of
What did Wonder Woman do
right now?
What did they do?
It moved to August.
August. Okay. Okay. I haven't tracked any of that. I haven't tracked any of that stuff.
The new Top Gun moved to Christmas. There are a few movies that moved to next year. Like James Bond was supposed to come out in April. It moved to November. So we'll see. And it's going to be one of those, even when the theaters open up, it's going to be like, well, I'm not going to rush right out to see a movie.
Yeah. Well, they're going to have to, only certain seats will be open, right? They'll have to close off.
Yeah. They're going to have to only like half capacity, if not less.
Right.
Interesting. Do you think the big movie studios, like, because they probably want the theaters to open up again, do they have any leverage, like almost lobbying?
AMC is borderline gone bankrupt with everything, because I mean they were kind of hurting as it was, but now I mean they're not making anything, and they've come out against Universal, who has they did Trolls, and they've done some straight to video rentals, saying that they're not gonna screen any Universal movies anymore. And I'm like, that's kind of a bold move when you're about bankrupt, and they have some of the biggest movies, like a new Jurassic Park coming out, new Fast and the Furious coming out, another Minions movie. Like, they're big money makers, and you're gonna be like, no, we're not gonna show your movies. I think they're gonna kind of change their tune, but but this is the time for some studios to kind of experiment with at home type of stuff. Like there's a few, there's a movie called The Lovebirds that Netflix purchased, and it's going to go straight to streaming. Same with another movie called My Spy, a Dave Bautista movie that's going to Amazon. So I think studios are just testing the markets with at home, kind of see what people do for that type of stuff. Like Disney has a couple, Artemis Fowl. It was supposed to come out in May, but they pulled it, and it's coming to Disney Plus in June. And they did the same with when this started. Like they put Frozen 2 on Disney Plus early. Onward, they put it on Disney Plus early, and then same with The Rise of Skywalker. It just went on Disney Plus on May 4th.
Right.
Only 2 weeks after a little less than a month after it got released for purchase. So they know people are stuck at home.
So I have a question, because it almost seems like Disney and the big movie studios, because of the COVID stuff, they're almost starting to behave like Netflix was always behaving, right? Because Netflix originals, they made their own movies, and they didn't put Netflix original movies in theaters. They just put it through the internet. So now it's almost like everyone else is sort of doing the same thing what Netflix was doing.
Yeah, they're trying to test that out. And I know, like, they're big movies, like Wonder Woman and the Marvel movies and stuff like that. Like those are going to theaters. They're not going to say, oh, well, we're going to put the new Marvel movie on Disney Plus. They're going to hold that for a theater, because they know people will show up for stuff like that. But smaller stuff like Artemis Fowl, which, I mean, it's it's $120 million budget movie, so it's big, but it's one of those, like, it kind of hit it at that time where it could have been big, could not. We don't know what's going to happen, so let's give Disney Plus something for people to sign up for our service for.
I was curious, so I typed in the largest budget film of all time, and apparently it was Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. Oh, officially holds the record with a budget of $387.5 million, while the Hobbit trilogy stands as the most expensive back-to-back film production with combined costs of $623 million.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of cash. That's a lot of tickets. Peter Jackson is lucky he's not making that in 2020.
Yeah. And even a lot of these movies are being pushed to next year and stuff, and productions are shut down. So there's nothing new being made right now. So I mean, it's going to be even further down the line before things really start rolling in.
What kind of works to their favor to save some things, right? To have some
Oh
things
yeah,
in the
they
hopper.
have to.
Yeah. You actually may see some indie stuff pop up that they just may need some of that to get popular, to have one or two more things.
And some of that indie stuff, it's, once they can do it, it's a little easier to make. You could probably get something like that filmed within, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Unlike a Marvel movie, it's months before things get,
Yeah, and you kind of wonder if Hollywood comes back together. There's been so much disruption in so many industries where you're not going to get people just to come back to work. Like, they're going to look for something different. People are going to swap places. They're going to, things aren't going to come back exactly like they were back in February. But you wonder, there's so much in the movie industry, there's so much freelance and contract work that if they go back to work, they go back pretty fast and are able to crank out some stuff pretty quick.
Oh, I'm sure we'll see a lot of, especially like the streaming Netflix and the straight to VOD stuff. It's like, once they get back to work, they crank those things out quickly.
You don't think there's any production going on right now? I mean, even cartoon or where they're doing it virtually.
I mean, some of that stuff, yes, they could. If their animators and stuff have the means to be able to work on it, they obviously could do stuff like that. I mean,
you would think some of those Pixar and stuff would just send equipment home and say, hey, let's do as much as we can during this time.
I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm working from home. They sent equipment home from my office, and
I carried some stuff home. Yeah.
So Brad, what you should do is write your own script, and what you can do is make it based around like a small boat floating at sea, and then in your own home get a boat and just sit in the boat with a little video camera and just do scenes by yourself, dude.
Just flood the living room.
Honey, turn the water on.
It'll be okay. It'll drain out the back door once I take the garbage bags down.
The production sound mixers. Mike has been.
There's some like Fraggle Rock. Fraggle Rock has come back with some shorts on Apple TV Plus, and they're the first two. I haven't watched the third one yet, but it is kind of based around everything going on. Like the first one, they all get on, basically a Zoom call together.
Right.
So, I mean, these are things that they probably just filmed. They sent the puppet to the person. Hey, you need to film this, or.
Yeah, I can't believe they're so creative. I just couldn't believe we couldn't come up with some creative solutions. Come on, guys.
I'm sure something will come out to be like the first, quarantined movie, shot on an iPhone, because Apple loves to tout that.
Yeah. Well, not sure it'll be any good, but they got to be doing some things. I would think there's got to be some work going on.
There are a lot of big movies that have shot scenes with iPhones.
That's so interesting.
Well, American Liberty, I've seen a lot of memes of jokes of like, what level of Jumanji are we in right now?
I know. Somebody put that thing away.
Please get us out.
Put that thing away.
Well, the new Bill and Ted movie is now something fun they're doing is they sent out a music track, and they want people to film themselves like air guitaring or playing instruments to the track, so they can pick all these videos that people submit, and they're going to cut it into the movie.
Oh, Michael Helm says it may change the way we mic up talent, using less wireless lav mics and more boom mics. Interesting. Well, but that was, I just edited myself, actually. Yeah, that was okay. Trying to be a responsible adult over here, Sometimes it ain't easy.
What would Regis say? WWRS. What would Regis say?
Reed. We got to get Regis to help promote the lounge.
I know.
Throw some of that weight behind the lounge.
You need him to get a few Regis clips on the soundboard, so Barry
Yes.
and Regis can go back and forth.
Here's a question for you, Bradley. By the way, is your first name Bradley?
It is not. It's just Brad.
It's Brad.
But my friends growing up, my friends always called me Bradley, and that's what I always went by for my friends. So they'd like call the house and be like, "Is Bradley there?" My mom's always like, "No, but Brad is."
Oh,
she hated when my friends called me Bradley.
oh,
Because it's not
moms
his
are like
name.
that, right? Moms
Yeah,
like
they
that
are.
name,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Mainstream theaters now go the way of the drive-ins. I mean, a
Yeah,
lot of
that's-
drive-ins are opening up to. I know
They won't last long, though.
They won't.
Right?
No.
No. It's got to be a quick cash grab.
I mean, I
and-
love the experience
out.
of a drive-in to be like, hey, this is just kind of a fun experience, but I like that experience of seeing, especially like a big movie, seeing it in the theater, big screen, sound, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
So our church for Easter did a drive-up service. You know, they got a big platform and
Mhm.
pastor stood on it, and they did a whole bunch of video stuff, and they had 400 or 500 people, and we used our local baseball park to do their parking lot for this. And you thought, okay, they're supposed to be playing baseball right now. What if they would have did a cutover and said, I tell you what, we're going to open a temporary drive-in theater here and figure out, if our church did it, why couldn't they be doing it 3 or 4 nights a week? It's something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something. We did it.
I'm actually surprised that someone hasn't, because like during the summers, I know here a lot of parks and places like that, like they do like the Friday night movie or weekend, come like a park downtown, come see this movie at the park, and they just have a giant blow up screen. They screen it, people show up like that. Do that same concept, but drive up.
Something. I just don't think we got creative enough on solving problems of doing some of these things. I think like Major League Baseball, they just quit. Like they didn't even try. They didn't even try.
I mean,
at least the NFL tried.
Yeah,
they weren't even in season.
The draft was in the thing. We haven't had sports, so my friends and I, we got on Zoom. We had a draft party on Zoom together, watching the draft. The draft was definitely much different than it usually is, but it was still like, oh my gosh, we're getting something new sports right now. We got the draft, and then, but we still had fun.
I have an idea for drive-in theaters. Instead of playing movies, they could actually stream like popular Twitch streamers, or like online gaming events. Stream that on a drive-in thing. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, imagine. I mean, I think I've said this before. Maybe even I said it here. But imagine if the NBA had taken their league online and had the players playing whatever the Madden version of NBA is. I don't know what the name of that is but every night they could have had different players playing on Twitch with the announcers doing the game. They could have had all their sponsors still. You could have breaks. You could go in there. I mean, the sponsors still. And I think hundreds or millions of people would have watched that, and they would have owned that space like that. And we watched
some of those games somewhere. ESPN has had, I know, some Madden games on football, but
we did for Nebraska's spring game. That's always, I mean, they sell out. Our spring game sells out, right? And so this year they programmed it on EA Sports, and they had all the vintage players from the past. So Tommy Frazier came back, and Grant Wistrom came back, and Rozier came back. All these big names, all these big Nebraska names. Then they got their announcers to call that game, and it was just, I mean, it was 100% simulated, right? And that, from that standpoint, but it gave the fans a chance to interact with the team. And then, of course, there's all these names from the past that they loved.
Yeah.
And they did ads and that kind of stuff. And you thought, wow, this feels like this could work. Yeah, you wouldn't do a whole season that way, but I just felt like the NBA could have done better than they did. Omaha,
I mean, they're the Huskers when the Huskers are in season. Like, that's what that city
Right.
is every Saturday, right?
Yes.
Because I grew up in Colorado, so I'm a Buffaloes fan, so I didn't really like the Huskers much. But
yeah.
I mean,
That's okay. We don't either. But no, I'm just kidding. We do.
I mean, the
We
same
do.
with the Little League World Series is supposed to be coming up.
Right.
So that, I mean, did they cancel that or?
I'm sure they did. They canceled. We get the College World Series, and that got canceled.
Yeah.
And
I mean, those big sports things. I mean, it's going to hurt like cities like Omaha and stuff because they count on that money coming in. Same with like Austin with South by Southwest. Like that hurts that city huge.
Yeah. That's gonna leave a mark. That all these things, you don't cancel this many things and it not leave some kind of mark on the city. I just think
San Diego closing the Comic-Con. I mean, that's a huge moneymaker for them every year.
I just felt like we could be more creative. We have all these, it's like Hollywood, like that's a whole city of creatives who that's all they do is rethink things and just kind of fold up and go, well, no movies.
Well, there's been a lot of directors like Kevin Smith has done some live streams of like last week he did a Mallrats and did kind of like a Q&A during it. And there's been some studios bringing in producers or directors, actors doing that same kind of thing to try to interact with people.
Yeah. It needs to be revenue generating. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like we've got to do things that actually move commerce.
I'm surprised that someone has like Comic-Con, like do it virtually.
Yeah.
I mean, get a big webinar through Zoom or WebEx or whatever they want to do. I mean, bring people in and have a panel with these people virtually.
Yeah.
I'm surprised nobody's done that.
Maybe all these sports leagues and all these conferences, perhaps they're hoping that this thing ends quickly and they could just get back to normal.
I think
because coming up with these big ideas and changing everything, that takes a lot of time and effort and building it and then marketing it and all that. And it's like, dude, if in a month and a half we can literally be, or even in a month, maybe be back to normal, maybe that's why they're just waiting for things to get back to normal.
Yeah, but Chris, it's okay. Let's take Major League Baseball, right? That where their season was due to start last month and they're missing all this revenue. They don't know how long it's going to take.
Right.
If they would have spent a little bit of time on developing an online model for revenue, not just replacing things, not just gaming, but actually replacing their revenue from a advertising perspective and things people could buy and like, again, keep that money moving. That's what's important. When you just stop the money movement, right? That hammers everybody.
Yeah.
Then if they do come back online in the summer, they actually have an extra, that's like bonus revenue to them that they could kind of keep going and augment their season. It's going to be shortened at this point, and they could have augmented their season with something, but at least they would have tried to get, to keep the money flowing through the league and keep these players busy. Yeah. It's just a huge disappointment that they just kind of went, well, yeah, we're
there's been some smaller, like the small art house theater here, the Esquire, that we have a partnership with. They are doing just like they decided, we're closed, but they partnered with a bunch of indie studios and they have some premium rentals you can get through them. So they get a little revenue off of that if you rent it through their site. And then every weekend they're selling their movie theater popcorn, big giant bags of it. They pop a whole bunch of it and sell bags, and they've sold out every weekend that they've done it. Because people are like, we want to support this little theater. We want them to stay open. And like I went and got a bag and I'm just like, oh man, just the smell of this. I'm like, I want the theater to open up, but I know it can't right now.
I'm going to clip that, by the way. I got myself a bag of this and I smelt it and I couldn't wait.
You did say you're from Colorado, so
yeah,
it's
baby.
True.
And then you'll have Barry right after that go, yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Liberty, I don't know what you mean by these Action Kid type channels. Do you guys know what Liberty means by that?
I don't know.
Just maybe these YouTubers that have grabbed their phones and gone out to start doing things. I would assume.
I've been watching. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, some of the YouTubers I watch, they haven't even flinched during this time. Like they're still doing the exact same stuff they were doing, and they didn't be like, oh well, I guess we have to stop. They just kept going. They know that their revenue. I mean, their revenue just got slashed, but
Yeah.
they know that they got to just keep going and keep making the same content. That's what people want to see.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sorry,
chess. The chess world is handling all this very well too, because obviously you can play online chess, and so they just had this, Magnus Carlson Invitational Tournament, and right now they're holding a Nations Cup. It's like there's 6 different nations competing in a team chess tournament, and it's like I follow chess, so it's actually really exciting. Like all these live streams, and there's commentators, and it's great. If you're into
Is there
chess.
money? Is there money moving?
Yeah. No, there's like the Magnus Invitational. I think it was a $180,000 prize fund, or maybe this other one's even more than 180. I can't remember. No, anyway, but no, serious money, like money people can make. Before I just wanted to bring this up because I saw that this is news, but I haven't looked into it or anything. Google launches an analytics and submission platform. Google have announced the launch of Google Podcasts Manager, an analytic tool for your podcasts in the Google platform. So looks like they're adding more, they're building out their functionality, right? I guess.
Okay.
And yesterday it says we uncovered that Google Podcast is now the most popular Android podcast app. I didn't know that.
Should have been from the very beginning.
Oh God. Everybody dropped the ball. It's really sad, actually. I don't know. Lately, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like, you know what it was? I didn't have a bad day today, but I had one thing happen with a client which sort of irked me, and it just like, I don't know, like when people, I don't know how to say this, when, like if I have a client who's a single person and they hire me to produce their podcast, let's say, then it's just my relationship to that person, and usually they're the host as well, right? And then it's just a one-on-one relationship, right? But if I have a client that's a company, now it's different, because now I'm dealing with a company and I can speak to an individual at that company, and that individual might not give a crap about the podcast, and they might not do any work, or they might have to do some task, and they might be like, I'll do it tomorrow or next week, and I don't know So what I'm saying is, when you deal with companies, and this is nothing new, quite often people at those companies don't care, and they don't want to do any work. And when you're a vendor trying to serve that company, it just, sometimes it really stinks, because they just try to push everything on you, and they can make life miserable for you, and because they don't want to lift a finger. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That can be frustrating.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the way of the world. I understand that. It's like people are paying money, and they're like, I'm paying you money, so you're going to do what I tell you to do. And okay. And look, I agreed to this contract as well, right? So I agreed to this. So anyway, I didn't mean to bring the.
No, I do got to go. It's coming up on 10, and my neighbors are probably sick of hearing me talk out here. So
okay, all right, Jim. Yeah, we're gonna close up shop soon anyway. But Jim Carlson, thanks, man.
Yeah, you bet.
Great hanging out with you, man.
Yeah, it's good talking to Regis. Thanks. Tell him thanks, Chris. When you
good job with Regis. I'll tell him thanks.
Tell him thanks for me. Yeah,
I will.
Well, I mean, because you know him, right? So
well, I text him.
Yeah. Just text him thanks on my behalf.
I will.
I appreciate it. Okay. We'll see you guys.
All right. See you, Jim. All right.
It was a big lounge today.
Right?
Regis in. Next week, hopefully you can work on getting your next guest.
Yeah. Ray Romano.
I mean,
others.
And others.
So, Michael, the sound guy. That? Thanks, brother. Mike, and by the way, Mike, you should jump on here with us sometime, brother. we're pretty much streaming every Wednesday these days, every Wednesday evening. Brad is only with us on the first Wednesday of the month, usually.
Yeah. That's when I put in my calendar for sure. And then popped in a couple other Wednesdays here and there, but
but pretty much every Wednesday. So if any of you guys want to jump on the show with us, let me know. And then you just jump on.
Now, are you doing every Wednesday for, everybody stay at home right now? Like once people kind of filter out, are you going to go back to once a month? Or are you enjoying the once a week?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good question. So I don't know is the answer. But yeah, because we're all home, it's sticking to every Wednesday. Kind of makes sense. And I don't have, I mean, I have other things to do, but I have time for this. But when things open up and if when you start traveling and you start doing stuff, then I don't know if I'll still do it every Wednesday, but you and I talk, Brad, about trying to have other people stream.
Yeah. Because like us, we podcast every other week, but since the quarantine, we've added a stream in between. So we'll record an episode one Sunday, and then the next Sunday would be, our live stream that we do on Sunday night instead, and then podcast next week. I would love to keep ours going after quarantine, but my co-hosts aren't sure.
Right? Yeah. I mean, if you can keep it going, that's good. But
like we just did one for Star Wars Day, and it was, we brought other people in, and it's just fun to do, bringing people in and just kind of chatting and having fun.
Right.
Like I enjoy getting on and just talking whatever.
Yeah, bringing on
Regis. I'm glad I came on this week.
I'm telling you, he's an icon, and he was in our lounge.
It was on the lounge.
His webcam was broken, but
next time.
Things break. Okay. Yeah. Next time. Yeah. All right, Brad. Let's wrap it up. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. All I'll say is thank you everyone who's been here. It's hard to name everybody, but thank you for contributing. Thank you for commenting, questions, answers, everything. We really appreciate it. And this is our lounge, okay? I want everyone to feel that way, right? It's our lounge, and
just don't spam.
Yeah, just don't self-promote in the Facebook group, or you'll actually never see the Facebook group again in your life. Ever. All right, peace out, Mike. Jeez. All right, Brad. So everyone go make sure you're subscribed to wait, hold on. Let me show him again. This is important. All right. Everyone right now in your podcatcher, the Cinema Guys, go get it, subscribe.
We just download. Hit 100. 100 in 100 for 100.
Wait a second. Are you on the top left here? That's you?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm in the orange hat. Justin's in the middle, and then the Cinemaiden.
The Cinemaiden, right. Yeah.
Some people we were at when we did a live screening, when we had this on the screen behind us, someone thought that it was like that it was another guy just with long hair, because we're called the Cinema Guys.
Oh. Yeah, no, that looks like a girl.
We talked long ago of changing the name, because we started the Cinema Guys, and then when she came on, we were like, should we change the name? Should we not?
Well, dude, I think you should play it up with the media, like call your local paper and be like, look, we got this show called the Cinema Guys, but there's a woman on it and she needs support. She's being held down. There's men, there's toxic masculinity. Like, just throw all the words out there and be like, you need to do a story about our podcast.
We call her one of the guys.
Oh God, people will go nuts, dude. That's what you need, though. Imagine if your downloads went from like whatever they are now to like 50,000 a week or something. It'd be great.
I'd be like, whoa. Now become a patron of the show.
All right. So should we end it the old way?
Well, and then the other show, I'll Get a Burger. That one I'm really enjoying with my wife right now.
Yeah, wait, I had
Is
that
our
one
other
up here
one.
too. Yeah, but do you have a website for that one?
No, we don't. We only do the
Okay.
Twitter and Instagram, and then because we do it more for us than to
Right.
really be like, go to our website, do this, do that. It's more to keep us accountable for our health journey.
Got it. Here it is. Well, this is on Wooshka, but
Yeah, that's what we host
zoom
through.
in. Yeah. Whoa, that's big. But there you go. You can see it. All right. Look, I'll get a burger. A journey to healthy living. Join. Well, you can see it, right? Yeah. Okay. Join Brad and Kara as they jump into a new year trying to live a healthier lifestyle. Brad is a longtime lover of all things fast food and pre-packaged goodness, whereas Kara is a longtime fitness and healthy food enthusiast. Okay.
It's true.
Opposites attract. Okay. However, in the name of love, she fell hard off the wagon and joined Brad in his horrible food ways. Oh my
It's
God.
true.
The meals were faster, they were tasty, and they were relatively cheaper. Brad and Kara now need to lose many pounds, not only to fit back into clothes long forgotten, but to feel better in their bodies. Okay, and you can subscribe. There's all the buttons here. So just look up. I'll get a burger. You'll find it.
Yeah, we have fun with it. We're really enjoying it. The COVID-19 has thrown us off a little bit, but we've and the health journey is more than just food. Like we did a whole episode about our mental health and our health of what we consume as far as like social medias and news and stuff like that. So
nice.
It's all around health.
Very good. Very good. And by the way, welcome to the 2 new people who just joined us. We're actually about to finish the stream. So if you want to say hi in the chat real quick, please do. One already dropped off. Okay, no problem. So we'll be back with another lounge next Wednesday. Don't forget the Facebook group, right? Join the Facebook group.
Yeah.
And feel free to ask and answer questions. There it is. But don't promote yourself. Don't promote your show. Don't be a jerk. All that stuff. Because there's no leniency here.
Just like I said earlier on my water bottle, just be excellent to each other.
Yeah, be excellent to each other. And we're
right.
here to support each other, help each other, but don't promote your stuff. Liberty, thank you, my friend. Take care and be well all.
Yeah, be well.
All right, and I'll end it. I really want to I just want to end it with a story, actually. Real quick, a story.
Okay.